Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Jeremy and you are watching Retro Fat. We are watching again the 4th episode of season 1. This is our uncut, non-syndicated version, so it will be a lot better both in quality and length than the one I posted last year. This episode is entitled Close Encounters. It was directed by John Tracy, written by Kate Boutilier, and originally aired on May 17th, 1988. I don't really have a whole lot to say other than I just want to say two things. One, the first is a congratulations to Bill and Lynn Kirkenbauer on the recent marriage of their son and new daughter-in-law to their family. So that's good news for them. And also, Brooke Theus and Heather Langenkamp will be appearing at Flashback Weekend Chicago Horror Con on August 5th through 7th, 2022. Sadly, I will be teaching a summer class and I will not be able to make that trip, but fingers crossed that I will eventually get to see them at a con in the future. So, with all that said, let's get right into the episode.
This is an Australian bush hat, but Australia is a very windy place, so they combined this hat with another one of their inventions, the boomerang, and got this. A hat that will still blow off, but come right back to you.
And I know I can win it, 'cause I'm learning the rules of the game. If I can stay on the ball, take it minute by minute, I just might make the Hall of Fame. What can I say? I'm doing it the best I can. Leaning on nobody but me. Oh, seeing it from where I stand. Nothing comes easy.
Will be camped out with the St. Augustine faculty group. Now, here's the number of the park ranger station in case you
have to get a hold of your dad.
Right. Now, I know we're only going to be gone one night, but
better safe than sorry.
Right.
My elephant gun, Bawana. Elizabeth, I'm gonna pack the car.
Okay. When your father first suggested this camp out, I had real mixed feelings because on the one hand, I knew that it was real important for your dad to make some new friends at his school. But on the other hand, I was so worried about leaving you kids alone overnight. But then I remembered how adult and responsible you are. Oh, Maria.
You're welcome. Sorry.
Elizabeth!
In a minute, honey.
Yo, Dad! Daddy, we need to talk. And we're speaking for all the kids. Except Marie.
Hey, kids, don't you think it's a little odd that your dad's laying spread eagle in the living room? No? Well, it is. Come on, the two of you roll me over. Oh, thanks.
Anyways, I was saying, we all took a vote. We don't want you to leave Marie in charge while you're gone.
Why not? She's the oldest.
The minute you guys leave, she turns into Hitler.
You calling Marie Hitler? What do you know about Hitler?
Just that he was the head of the Nazi party and he led Germany into the worst war in history, destroying not only Germany, but all of Europe.
Wendy, Cindy, Connie.
Yes, Daddy?
Don't yes, Daddy me. Your mother needs this trip. She needs a chance to meet some people and make some new friends. This isn't like New York where you open the door and there's hundreds of people of all sizes, shapes, and perversions.
Oh, all right, now, honey,
Make sure everybody does their homework.
Right. Well, we're off.
Okay.
We'll see you all tomorrow night.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Daddy. Have a good time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. What are we gonna do?
We're gonna do exactly what we planned to do. How are we gonna get away with it with Marie in charge? How?
Will you trust me?
That's funny.
All right, two things. One, I noticed that Elizabeth put the milk in like the cupboard instead of the fridge, and I was expecting it to be like, oh, she's so frazzled and stressed, and change it, but that didn't happen. So I'm wondering if that was a joke that didn't make the cut, or I don't know. There's just something that I did happen to notice. We definitely see the super smart Sherry that they were setting up here. Again, Wendy and Cindy still not there yet. I think season 2 is when we start to see the real shift in personalities here.
This is it! I told you I wasn't lost.
Oh, so we haven't been walking around in circles all this time.
Welcome, campers!
Hi! That's Klaus. He and his wife organized this. Great guy. Great sense of humor.
Are you ready for some intense fun? Get it? Intense.
Okay, a good sense of humor.
Hey, everybody! The Lovics are here! Hi! Hey, stop gutting that flounder, honey, and come meet the Lovics. My wife is a wonderful woman when you get that knife out of her hand.
All right, a so-so sense of humor.
Hi, I'm Kate, and when I'm not putting up with my husband, I counsel women at the New Age Women's Center.
Oh?
Is that one of those women's liber deals?
My sympathies.
Well, let's just go around and say who we are, what we do, who we're married to, and who we sleep with.
Holloway, C. Gordon, Latin.
Sydney Keeper Holloway, account executive.
Rod, history, student teacher.
And a good one. I'm Marcia, pre-law.
Jack Romaine, woodshop.
Heidi Romaine, CPA.
Coach Lovick, phys ed, English, history, et al.
And Elizabeth Lovick, pregnant.
All right, first observation here. This is a very small cohort of teachers who, except for the guy who plays Klaus, he will later play Danny when they become the Lubbock Babes at Danny's Pizzeria. We don't see any of these people again. I work with student teachers. That's part of my job. Every semester, I supervise student teachers who, in the state of Kentucky at least, are in their last semester of teaching. One would not go on a camping trip with teachers like this. They would not be treated as a fellow professional. For one thing, they're not being paid by the school. And two, it's just, there's a professional boundary there. Something in here is just a case of like, we want to make sure we have a guy who's young to explain why. So they threw in the student teacher rather than him saying like, I'm a first year teacher. That's really nitpicky. It's beside the point. All that to say, this scene felt more 80s than anything I think I've seen in this show yet. The writing felt very typical of the type of humor you saw in sitcoms in the 80s with like the women livers jokes and things like that. So it's I don't know. I'm wondering why, I guess partially why none of these actors, with the exception of Danny, who's a different character, ever came back. Because this show, which again at one point was going to be named Yo Coach, could have focused a lot on the teacher side of things. We could have had a lot from Graham's teaching life be part of the show rather than just what little bit that we get. And what we mostly get is with Father Hargis, Coach Dwayne, and Sister Ethel. We get a few other teachers, especially later, but there could have been a lot. It's just, what could have been.
So, what are we gonna do when the guys get here? I'm working that out all up here. So we're dead.
Why does God waste breasts on girls like you?
Those are good enough to wash. They are too. Are not. They smell like pig slop. I
I just put Harvey down for a nap. Now look what you've done.
Bree sure took my clothes.
Why?
To wash them.
Well, that's wrong. See, JR, you're old enough to wash your own clothes.
Could you do a few of my things with this load?
I hate Marie. I hate Sherry. I hate all girls everywhere.
Don't let me interrupt your lounging.
Connie, some women are meant to lounge, and some, like you, are meant to do scum work.
Really?
What is it? What's what? If you aren't finished cleaning this room by the time I get back, there is no TV tonight, young ladies.
I always like to wait till the end of a scene, but I'm afraid I'll forget it. And we had a nice little pause here, so I'm jumping in. This Connie is different than Connies we get later as well. She and Marie are buddies. They're the two most allied, or they're allies, while Cindy and Wendy are a pair of the four oldest. And here she feels much younger than she will feel later, which again speaks to Joanne Villett's acting, because she's the oldest of all the kids. I think she was playing 14 here, and she was actually like 25. But she feels like a 13, 14-year-old here. She's doing a really good job of selling it. And again, we have Wendy allegedly being the dumb one, or at the very least, Cindy making those dumb jokes. And that's not the case.
Boys are coming up the road. What are we gonna do? We're dead. It's over. We're finished. How's my makeup? Okay, here's my plan. Great. As soon as I get here, we split with them. And that's it. People think blondes are dumb. It's an act.
Right. Just remember, I'm the one who phoned these guys, so I get to pick which one I get.
Hey!
Hi.
Oh!
Whoa! I'm Cindy.
Howie here.
So, Mark. So, Cindy, are you and Howie gonna hang out with me and Mark, or what?
Hey! You know Daddy's rules, no boys when he's not around.
Hi, I'm Howie.
That's nice. Leave quietly.
Well, maybe I should just go talk to her. I mean, I'm pretty good with people. Wow, your mom is really cute.
This boy, if he looks familiar, he is the same boy that Cindy dates and breaks his arm in a late season 3 episode. Here he plays a much nicer character than the slime bag that she dates, but little reusing of an actor here. I think that's fairly interesting.
Honey, you want gherkins with your salami?
I'm returning that. I want my $1.98 back.
Honey, that's okay. We'll just sleep on the ground.
No, this isn't working out like the way I thought it would.
What are you talking about? This is just like out of a book.
No, you see, books have words. Nobody said any to us. The only thing that'd make this worse is if Alan Alda hopped out of one of these tents and started running around hugging everybody.
Okay, what's really wrong?
Well, I thought this was going to be a chance for you to meet some new people.
Oh, me?
Well, I worry about you. Back in New York, you knew everybody on the block. Out here, they don't even have blocks.
Coach, the men are going to do a little fishing so the women can talk about what zeros we are.
No, thanks. I think I'd rather stay with my...
He's going.
Okay.
Honey, if we're here to make friends, then let's just do it. Okay?
All right. Are you sure you want me to go?
If I'm lying, may God give us triplets.
No, don't say that. Okay. Next time you see me, I'll smell like fish. So, you jets use rods and reels, huh? Me? I fish with my bare hands.
confused women who come to the center. There's more to life than cooking, cleaning, and being a baby factory.
Harsh thing for Elizabeth to walk in on, obviously. I don't really have a whole lot to say except for this. Pay attention to the relationship dynamics we see after like the big blow up, the big reveal here in a bit. It's really, really interesting. And for me, it just reinforces why Graham and Elizabeth are my favorite TV couple of this era. TV mom and dad, for sure.
Hi. I'm Mark Wardrow from your trig class. I guess you don't remember me.
Not at all.
Third row?
Second seat?
Uh-huh.
I may have seen you.
Listen, I have this technique for ironing shirts. You just start with the collar. I've just been doing this since I was 10.
So I ironed at 8.
I was changing diapers at 7.
I made oatmeal at 6.
Instant oatmeal?
Well, sure. So how many kids are there in your family?
I'm the oldest of 5.
Oh, 5's nothing. You should try 7.
I think being the oldest really stinks.
Oh, you're telling me. You feed them salad, they want junk food. They want to bounce on mom and dad's bed like it's a trampoline. I say it ruins the coils. And they want to have boys over, and I have to say no way.
You're very pretty.
It's not because I don't want boys over.
Because that's what your parents want, and they put you in charge because you're the oldest.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Did you just say I was pretty?
Yes, very.
Oh.
You're burning.
I know.
Marcia, would you like to see some pictures of all my kids?
Yeah.
Not a bad litter for one little baby factory.
Elizabeth! I had a great time. Boy, did I learn a lot.
Primarily, he learned one does not stand up in a canoe.
See, I told you we'd have fun. Aren't these people great?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Nothing, honey. Really, everything is just fine.
Hey, Coach, come see the bust I made.
Oh, don't you think you should get into some dry clothes first?
Oh, in a minute, honey. I want to check out Jack's bust.
Okay. Look, I shouldn't have gotten so carried away over one silly little remark.
Oh, that is very nice of you. I'm really very sorry, Mrs. Lubbock.
Oh, Elizabeth.
I'm Kate.
Truce?
Absolutely. I always end up putting my foot in my mouth.
Oh, well, I've done that too.
It's just that I find it impossible to keep my big mouth shut when I see a woman whose life is a pale, meaningless shadow of what it could be. I've done it again.
I'm now realizing that he was making a chainsaw bust just for that bust joke, which was a pretty good one. I liked Elizabeth throwing out the pictures of her 7 kids. A little passive aggressive for Elizabeth, I feel like. I'm not sure that future Elizabeth might do that. At the same time, we also know that Elizabeth is very passionate, especially about her family, and she's no wimp. So if anything, I would say she wouldn't be passive aggressive. She might have just been being aggressive, which would probably fit a little bit better.
A boy! Honey, shh, we're trying to eavesdrop. I'm going in there. Me too. Marie!
Cindy!
Wow!
Another boy?
You were supposed to be conning her into letting you stay so that you could hang out with me.
Marie, I can explain
Oh,
this.
nice technique.
Yeah, well, I taught him everything he knows.
You're blushing, Marie.
Marie, will you just listen to me for a minute?
Will you look at Miss Grown-Up, Miss Responsible, Miss Nazi?
I give up. I've had it with you ingrates. I don't need this abuse.
Marie?
So what sister sent you to con me this time?
No one did. I came up here because I wanted to talk to you.
Oh, and the next thing you're going to tell me is that you didn't care about going out with Wendy or Cindy.
Marie, I didn't. I came over here because I wanted to go out with you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, prove it.
Okay. Well, I'm up here talking to you, right? When I could be downstairs talking to Wendy or Cindy or anybody else.
Well, if you're going to be logical, I don't want to talk.
Oh.
I don't want you to leave either.
Oh.
Wow.
This Marie is much softer around the edges, so to speak, than the Marie we get later. The Marie we get later is a full-blown freak, and I love it. She's repressed, but she is, she lets her freak flag fly in her own way. She's high-strung. This one feels a little more like a real person, so to speak. It would have been nice to have seen this potential relationship play out a little bit. We never see this character again. We see the actor again, but not the character. But again, as I've made very clear, my end game is Marie and Doozler. So.
Oh, that means you're in charge.
Me? Cindy, this is fabulous. Now we can do anything we want.
No, that means I have to answer to Mom and Dad.
Oh, boy, it's just like you to always think of yourself.
Fine. Since you're the next oldest, you're in charge.
Hey, I don't want to be in charge. I want to party.
Heck, I'll be in charge.
Here, enjoy.
Oh, boy. I hereby give myself permission to call a boy.
I'm often very bad at remembering what was in the syndicated version versus the non-syndicated. That line where she blew the whistle and decreed she could call a boy, that was not the syndicated version, and I liked that line a lot. That was a good one.
Spunky, show me what's tight.
Yak and Heidi!
Does it matter who's wrong or right?
Love it!
Beat it! Beat it! Beat it!
Thanks for the use of the guitar, Jack.
I made this too, you know.
Let's get some food working, gang!
Yeah, I want to cook that fish I found in my pants.
Oh, one second here. Everyone, I want to say something before we eat.
If this is about what a great lover I am, half the women here already know.
Where does he come up with them?
Klaus, could you hold the prattle for a while? I owe someone here an apology. And I don't want to embarrass the person by saying who it is, but please know that I am very sorry.
It's her husband, huh?
I don't think so.
Prattle?
It's him, all right.
No, Graham, it's me.
Huh?
Now you humiliate me. Calling this nice woman a baby factory wasn't enough, huh?
What?
Forget it. It's over.
The hell it is.
I did not humiliate you. I merely said what everyone else here was thinking.
I want to talk about what you said
So
about my...
now you're thinking for everyone. Usually you only think for me.
Well, somebody's got to.
I want another apology.
Maybe you can learn a thing or two about a woman from Elizabeth here.
Apology accepted.
This is your idea of a woman?
Hey, that's over the line. Come on.
I should say so.
Oh, is that how you want me? Barefoot and pregnant?
She's not barefoot.
Just saying.
Kate has a point.
On her head,
You have no room in your universe for someone this simple and happy, do you?
What the hell is going on here?
There is nothing wrong with being a wife and a mother.
Well, then what the hell am I going to school for?
I'll tell you what we're doing.
And you're terrible in bed.
You're a hyper little man.
Elizabeth, help me out here. I don't know who to belt first.
Oh, honey, it's not important.
So I'll start with the little guy.
No.
No, well, how can you just sit there?
Honey, do you think it would be better if I started yelling too? Think I should tell these people how much I love my life? How much I love taking care of you and the kids?
and that I would never, ever call being a housewife a job or a career. Oh, it is far too important for that.
That's exactly what you should tell them.
Oh, you can't argue with people who are tearing their tents apart. Look,
What?
they're a shooting star.
Oh, yeah.
Right there in her Cassiopeia.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just remembering how we used to watch the stars from our fire escape in New York. We'd bundle up all the kids on a winter night. Oh, and you'd use that broken mop handle to point out all the constellations.
Yeah.
And I would feel so blessed and so happy to have you and the kids. And so sad for all the people in the world who never take time to even notice the stars. Honey,
Yeah?
let's go home.
The beat it around the fireside, that was not the syndicated either, and that was excellent. My brain did not hang on to that memory from the ABC version 34 years ago, but that was pretty awesome. So we have this very interesting scene around the campfire where most of the men were being very supportive of Elizabeth. Most of the women weren't. And I kind of feel like that plays into the 80s stereotypical type humor as well. Potentially a lot to unpack there. Just something to think about.
This is all wrong! I only invited one boy over! Listen to me, please. This is way out of hand, and since I'm the one in charge, I've got to get these guys to leave or my parents will kill me. Will you help me? I'm desperate.
I will if you kiss me on the lips.
I'm desperate, not stupid. Honey! Someone tipped over the trash in the kitchen. It's a mess. So what are you telling me for? You're in charge. I'm not in charge. Fine. Let the trash rot. JR, clean it up. I thought you were in charge. I'm not.
If I were in charge, I sure wouldn't have all these boys over.
Sherry, how'd you like
Not a chance.
Cindy, I need a word with you. I'm dancing.
They'll never know you're gone.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Cindy.
And I don't even know any of them.
Could I have the attention of just one of your 4 or 5 brain cells?
Oh, do you need a guy?
No! Here. I can't take the responsibility. You be in charge. You explain all this to Mom and Dad.
No, wait, Connie,
Excuse me. Let's dance.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Wendy.
And I don't even know them. Grow up, Wendy. What's with you? Connie freaked. She said since Marie was nowhere to be found that you should be in charge. Hey, you know what?
Out of here! Now! Where's Marie? Where's Marie? Where is Marie?
She's upstairs in her bedroom with a boy.
I think this might have been one of our first jokes that Cindy may not be that bright from Connie. I also love that look that Cindy gave Connie. We know Connie's going to be the one to K first based on 2 episodes ago. But what I like is that Cindy looked at her like, why did you do that? It's like it was a look of betrayal that she sold out Marie. So even for as mad as Cindy was at Marie, she wouldn't have sold her sister out the way Connie just did.
Okay, there's Cassiopeia, and there's Orion. Oh, I need a mop handle to do this right.
What in the Sam Hill is going on up here?
That wasn't you, was it?
If you don't talk to your mother, you'll have to talk to me.
Graham, please.
I'm leaving.
Marie, I depended on you
To be the adult. I know.
What happened?
I'm not sure. The last thing I remember, I was ironing a shirt. It scorched and everything got hazy.
Marie, I need
Need a better explanation than that.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
You said that already, Marie.
Graham!
Sorry, I'm going.
Mommy, managing all those kids is really hard.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. No one likes you when you're in charge. They all treated me like I was Hitler. They all acted like I actually enjoyed enforcing all your dumb rules. That was a bad choice of words.
It sure was. I'm leaving, I swear.
Mom, all I can tell you is that when Mark told me that I was pretty, the last thing I wanted to be was in charge. I mean, I'm just
a kid, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when do I get
to have some fun?
Yeah.
Oh, Marie. I'm sorry, I kind of forgot about that.
So this is your fault.
Oh, nice try, Marie.
Ow! Good night, Daddy.
What the hell is going on?
Graham.
Night, Marie. What's going on? What's happening? I couldn't hear.
Oh, Graham, let's just pretend this whole day never happened.
No! How could I forget it? It was a terrible day. I mean, all I wanted was for you to make some new friends. Elizabeth.
Here, honey, hold this.
Would you stop and tell me? What are you doing?
I'm camping out with the best friend I could ever have.
Oh, me!
Just the 10 of Us will continue in a moment.
And there's good old Orion.
Yeah, he hasn't aged a day.
Yeah, now let's see. Where's that darn Gemini?
Honey, shouldn't there be pointer up in the sky rather than over there at the boys' dorm?
Not until all their lights are out and our daughters are safe.
Graham, go to sleep.
I don't really have a whole lot to say about this one, except for the fact that I really liked seeing Marie and Elizabeth just have that mother-daughter, Marie pouring her heart out, being so intensely vulnerable. But my favorite, and I realized I should put myself here in bigger screen, my absolute favorite part of this was at the end where Elizabeth called Graham her best friend. And that's a common thing now. Spouses often refer to themselves as best friend. My wife is absolutely my best friend, hands down, no question. But in the 1980s in sitcoms, we didn't see this. Even into, probably even into today, the mom and the dad are often almost adversarial toward each other. They love each other because, they're supposed to, but they're definitely not friends. And I really like that we had this here. I think that's pretty authentic, but also in a way ahead of its time for a sitcom in 1988. But there we go. All right, thank you everyone so much. When I come back in 2 weeks, I am going to have a TikTok channel started where I'm going to start showing these videos, these Just the 10 of Us reaction videos on TikTok. In fact, you might be watching this on TikTok. If you are, please follow me on YouTube as well. I just want to get Just the 10 of Us out there as widely as I can. So keep watching, share with your friends. It's a great show that has definitely lived up if this is your first time here on whatever platform you're watching this on. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.